All right.
It's morning.
Yes. And what a lovely morning.
Good morning. We've talked the whole night through.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. It's great to stay up late. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Alrighty. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the morning roast. And I'm, of course, Sugar Chris. And today we have with us Mr. Rob Multari.
Hello.
You have a cool last name, Multari. Sounds like some gothic villain or something.
You know, it's funny. People used to call me Multar from Space Ghost.
Who we got to chat today? We got, of course, Mr. So on. He's putting a little morning roast merch link. Thank you. And we have Mr. Fisk. He says, "Good morning to you." Oh my! So, for those longtime attendees of the roast, you'll know Mr. Rob. We've had him on a couple of times, and I've met him a couple of times in real life at the cons. Good gentleman.
Thank you.
And we've had him on before to talk about his werewolf books. Rob, what is this love for werewolves you seem to have?
Like whenever growing up and getting into different kind of stories, I always kind of gravitated towards the werewolf characters. But I also felt like in media, they often didn't portray them the way that I thought they should be. They were, usually, the snarling beasts or whatever who changed and cursed, changed in the moonlight. So I wanted to kind of put something that was more make more of a hero out of the werewolf and give them a little bit more control. And so I didn't see a lot of that out there, and I, wanted to put out my own book, and that's where we started with Nightwolf. And now it's led to a spinoff series to Snowpaw.
Yeah, you've been quite successful here. You've got multiple issues of it, and then now you're doing the spinoff. I'd say you've gotten a nice, solid following there here on the Kickstarters.
Oh yeah. I mean, they were, when I was talking about even doing a second title, I asked if they wanted me to do my, 3 other titles that I kind of have in the works, or do her. And it was totally apparent that they wanted to do the winning vote was Snowpaw. So, So I mean, my wolf pack is very, they're rabid for these books.
Yeah, the niece was happy when we got the campaign in and everything. I gave her copy, and then I gave her that little mask. She's like, "Ooh!" Took off with it. I think she brought it with her when we went to that last con and met you.
Yeah. I remember signing it for her.
Yeah, she signed the book. We both brought our books, and I think she brought her mask too, just in case she needed it. But and when we got our pictures with you and stuff, and that was a fun con. I enjoyed myself. Met a lot of people.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. It was nice to get back into it. That was my first one back after the hiatus from the pandemic.
Yeah, I think that was our first one back for a while, and then we went to a one there in Morgantown. What was it called? Mountaineer Con. It was a small one. And that was a pretty nice one. I met a couple of new folks and got to see the Heroinberg folks again. So dropping the link for it. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Oh, and he said, "Welcome to the morning roast, where a Scottish farm girl meets werewolves and chibi stickers. If you want to know how furry this will get, lurk around." Late Robin chat. Well, I was a little late sending out the links, so there's a chance that Sim fell asleep again. Because that's apparently slow. You missed it. I did a Sunday morning roast, a little special edition yesterday. And Sim said he might make it, but I didn't expect him to. But he was up early. Then he fell back to sleep by the time I said, by the time the stream rolled around, he fell back to sleep. But I think it went well. We had on a fellow, Corey, and he was we were promoting a Sister Mercy on Kickstarter. It was pretty cool looking.
Yeah,
Apparently,
he and I have done some cross promotion together before. Yeah, he's got his books are.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're just
Oh.
sharing each other's campaigns out and give
Yeah,
each
like
other.
like I was telling him, I still don't know a lot about I don't have a lot of people I know in the Kickstarter area. It seems like when compared to Indiegogo, so I'm still trying to meet new folks over there more. I need to do that more, meet new folks and broaden my, I guess, network.
Yeah.
So that way,
networking is always a good thing.
yeah, that way, when people are like, "Hey, I'm going to go on the Kickstarter," I can be like, "Oh, well, then maybe you need to talk to this person or that person, or go on that show, and because they have a Kickstarter audience, I can point people in the right directions or give them advice."
Right. Mm-hmm.
Mr. Fist says he loves Mog's artwork.
Oh yeah, so Maud Park is the illustrator for the Snowpaw series, and she's doing a bang up job. I mean, just gorgeous work that she's been doing. For and just in general, I mean, everything she's done has just been amazing. And the fun fact, she also worked for Game of Thrones too, doing illustration work for them. So I was very shocked and amazed and happy that she accepted this job.
Yeah, and then she hopped onto this one.
Oh yeah.
Well, she's probably like, "Wow, this looks really cool. I gotta get in on this."
Well, she actually had bought my Nightwolf series probably last, I would say maybe winter spring ish. She got hooked on to Nightwolf, and just because I found that out, and her and her husband both were commenting and posting about it on Facebook, and I had been following her, her Game of Thrones and comic cover art. So for me, it was like, oh, somebody who can draw likes my stuff.
Yeah, that's always a plus.
Yeah. And it comes to find out that she loves historical fantasy and she loves wolves. And, she just was like, hey, this sounds like it's right up my alley.
How did you do this?
What's that?
It's all where it changes.
Oh, the GIF? It's an animated GIF. I did it in Photoshop.
Oh, okay. Neat. That's fancy. So I guess that I should be asking you, what is Snowpaw about then?
So as you know, Snowpaw is Nightwolf's mentor in the Nightwolf series, and that takes place during modern present time. So for this series, it takes place 200 years prior to the events of Nightwolf to kind of show her origin story. So basically the spiel is, in 19th century Scotland, a fierce heroine with an adventurous spirit nearly gives in to the social expectations of her time, but a trite fairy tale ending is not meant to be, as Cyrilla McKinley discovers her werewolf lineage. Her eyes are open to the first time to the existence of supernatural beings and creatures of fantasy.
So if someone's new to all this, would they have to have read the previous books to get everything, to understand everything in this one?
No, I don't think so. Really, where Snowpaw is in Nightwolf is her future, self, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
So this all kind of between from the 19th century onwards kind of develops who she is into that time period. So if anything, you don't have to read Nightwolf to get the feel of Snowpaw, because this is kind of her development. You can read all of the Snowpaw series well before you can get into Nightwolf.
Okay.
The only thing that really kind of crosses over, if you will, is just the kind of lore that I've developed over between my werewolves and my creatures. And this kind of expands that world that I've developed even further. So yeah, you don't have to read Nightwolf, but if you want to get the full gist of my universe, it doesn't hurt. And I do have Nightwolf, the volumes, the trade, and issue 5 available through this campaign. If you do want to read to get the full experience thus far, but again, it's not necessary. You don't have to.
Okay.
But if you like, great werewolf action, then I would say.
But we won't complain if you do. How you doing, Sim?
I'm doing good. How about you guys?
Good. How about yourself?
Getting my coffee going and my croissant, and I'm good.
Wake up, yeah.
Yeah.
You remember Rob, don't you, Sim?
Yep, I do.
Yeah, he's back with another one.
I just see you just keep on coming out of the woodwork here and there.
And he's popping in. He's like, hey, another one. Here's another one.
Werewolf stories for days.
Rob
So,
keeps coming
that's
back,
another
taking
werewolf
more of my
story?
money.
Yeah, so this is the origin story of Nightwolf's mentor, Snowpaw. So this takes place in 19th century Scotland. Maybe if you'd have been here, you'd heard the spiel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But I make you repeat for the other people that were late in the chat.
Yeah, fair enough.
I might just be waking up. I'm still quick.
It's all good. It's all good.
Let's see. Soul says to me, sounds like a fun game for the roast shows. Who is Sleeping Beauty today? With a classic dress and cutout heads that you do, and the sleeping head is put on the dress. Well, then it would just be Sim every time. It just says Nightwolf, Gate, and Snowball.
And Soul saying, bon maple croissant. Mon ami, I'm like, there's no maple on my croissant. It's just plain.
Let's see. Sugar Chris's origin story is somewhat similar, just in a different. Dang it, Soul. Oh, she's bringing home the meal.
Yeah, you got to show that that natural instinct that she doesn't. At this point, she doesn't know she's a werewolf, but she still has that like hunter's instinct in there. And the fact that it's in 19th century, she's kind of going against the, what is expected of a lady, if you will. And her father is kind of teed that she's stealing his hunting knife.
Yeah, she's going against traditions here.
Indeed.
I'm sure, much to her family's frustrations.
Yeah, yeah. This was a fun writing between the father-daughter dynamic and kind of like the butting heads. It's fun to be able to show that, but then like also and like later on you see, that they still have a loving relationship. Just like a typical family, if you will. Like the oldest kind of likes to test the waters, again, especially father daughters, and when they're the rebellious teens.
I see you have some some of the mythology hiding in the background there.
Oh yeah. So what's fun about this series that I didn't do in Nightwolf is that this kind of has like a Where's Waldo Easter eggish kind of a situation, where like I inject creatures of the area, like brownies, Kate Siths, Kusiths, into the story where that you kind of get to find them, and it's a fun thing that for me too, like learning about the areas and what their creature lore is as well, and trying to fit them into the script was fun for me. It was a little bit of a challenge here and there, trying to figure out where they could go without like totally being obvious. Some places are more obvious than others, but I also wanted to kind of show that humans generally don't see supernatural or fantasy creatures, but they exist. So they're around, but we're oblivious to it. So once your eyes are kind of open to that world, you're like, holy crap! What you see these things all the time now.
Everything was black and white, and now it's color.
Yeah.
Johnny Cage says, being a werewolf is indeed against most traditions. Oh, Johnny.
I'm sorry. So it's like, if you want Sim to be able to put maple syrup on his croissant or waffle, support him and his Timona comic on Patreon. Yeah, I need money.
Yes, I finally
Maple
started
is expensive.
putting his Patreon link in the description if you want to support Sim and his work. Let's see. What's Fist saying here? He says, Merida, you will be a princess and marry that dead deer.
You're not supposed to kill it. You're supposed to look like it and get a man. You didn't get the point of Bambi. it's like and another thing that people are like, why is dating all ruined and stuff like that? I'm like, I blame Pretty Woman because everybody thinks they can just be I won't say the word and wait for the Prince Charming to come in, and that works both sides, by the way.
And here we have, I assume, some of our antagonists. It looks like up to no good.
Oh yeah, you have to throw that in there, or else where's the interest in there, right?
Yeah. It's like, ooh, what's this?
Okay, I'm seeing that there was
Oh,
a
look
lot
at
of
this.
blondes, a lot of black hair. Why is the ginger the one dying right now?
You'd have to ask the my color is Bruna. She's from Brazil. I think she's just trying to get a bunch of
Oh, worst thing, it's not on the script.
yeah. See, I don't do unless it's like a specific character. Like when it comes to like the actual characters, I'm like, this is what they look like. When it's like one of the odd, like random characters, I kind of let it to the artists to cater to.
Yeah.
No.
Got to give them a little bit artistic freedom.
Now, in all defense, we don't see him die. He just gets carried off the screen there. He could still be alive. Maybe they're just playing with him. Get a little rough, like dogs do.
Yeah, he's a toy instead of a chew. Okay, got it.
Oh, I do like this man. Look at that. He's got fancy armor.
So
on.
he is the antagonist. He is he's basically the one who's going to come in and mess shit up.
I was going to
that
say,
is Grimfang.
Does Werewolf have human pets?
I wouldn't say they're still humans at that point.
Like Werewolf have like their own type of pets, the familiars. No, but they have familiars, and uncertain it's the wolf that's the pet, type of thing, depending on the lore that you're following. That's why I was asking if they have like human pets or something to help them out.
Not. So my werewolves typically try to like the natural werewolves tend to stay away from humans, whereas like these ones are a little bit more involved in society. But in a way, it's so to just kind of this werewolf is a very powerful one, and he has more than his pets are more along the lines of demonic and other such creatures at his whim. I'm not to give too much away, but in the next issue, you really see like what he can call upon. As backup, if you will.
Intelligent werewolves with armor that can conjure demons. We're all effed. just give up. Bow down to your new furry overlords, everybody.
I've always said it. Werewolves are some of the most badass creatures there is. They've just been done not very. How can I say? They always been done wrong in a way. I'll say it that way.
Yeah, I mean,
like it's always simple. It's always like either they're dumb or the lore of werewolves is way more interesting.
Oh yeah. I mean, you open up to different. You take the lore and you change it to your to make it more interesting. I think there's so many possibilities to do with it, and that's really what I wanted to kind of show. Like, I didn't want to focus on the vampires because that's been done. They exist, but they're not the main focus in this book as much as like in other books.
But when I grew up, I also read some of the Indian natives werewolf stories with it's the skinwalkers and stuff like that. They all have different. It's like vampires. If you go to China, they have those vampires that when they turn into a vampire, it's their head detaching from their body and then starting floating with big eye beams trying to find you. It's very interesting if you actually take the time and check out.
Oh yeah, I mean, different. It's fun too because, like you said, most cultures have their own versions or renditions of what these things are, but they have like common themes as well. And it's kind of crazy, like how over time that's that they each have their own things, and it's cool to like explore and play around with. And for my like kind of like catering to that too, like that's why like here I have a werelion. From Africa, because if you think about it, like wolves are only in so many parts of the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a were something in a different part of the world where there are no wolves, it makes sense to do it that way rather to then be like, oh, well, there's a werewolf everywhere.
Yeah, that's how we have werebears too.
Exactly.
Is there like werebears and were-rats?
So there are
Where rats are called scavens.
Yeah, so like as a whole, I would call them there's a variety of werebeasts, if you will, throughout. And this is, like I said, this series is kind of helping me open up my world a little bit more, so that where Nightwolf, there's a lot of contained area, and it's less broad as far as like where he's at this point through issue 12. From issue 12 he then travels more, but whereas like Snowpaw I can kind of open it up to more, because I also have it where like there's more in the past, like out and about, whereas like in the modern day it's kind of like closed, they're hiding more, you don't see them. So that again was part of like playing with the the hidden Easter eggs.
It's like how like the Masquerade is in Vampire Masquerade stuff, where they have like rules that they got to keep undercover so humans don't know they exist and all that stuff, I assume. What was I say? Oh yeah, Sim brought up the Asian vampires, so that's a good question to both Sim and Rob. Will there ever be the little the Asian vampires that hop around in your books?
Yep.
Good. There better be.
No, me, that's the premise. Like, if you remember Blood Hunt, like when they get into the alley, you get to see 3 different versions of vampires.
It's hopping.
You have like the one that needs to replenish his skin because his bodies keep deteriorating, but he's immortal. There's different ways, and in Blood Hunt, that's what I'm doing. It's like if it comes from China, it's a Chinese vampire. So it'll have those characteristics.
I can't wait to see Vincent get his ass beat by a vampire that's just jumping around, like hopping around. Just like punch him, he just jumps over.
I don't know, but I've shown how he deals with werewolves, though. Like Johnny Cage just said in there, he goes, right? A good vampire would smoke them, though.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta check the chat.
Okay, I just want to address Soul here. Sim, yeah, but you say badass a lot, so it's hard to tell when you really mean it. But I am, so everything I do, it is.
Dunko Ziffa's here. Hey, Dunko Ziffa. He says, hello, everyone. Have a wonderful good evening for this morning roast, and of course, up the irons.
Because the first like Sim, even we Germans have our own vampires. We call them Vamsol Payas. We can tell you, they really scare you. So that he just told us why Soul hates vampires so much.
Still saying to Douglas if we got to look into that nun comic. Oh, did you? Oh, so okay. So you guys got to see the last stream, Soul? Okay, I'm glad you got to see it at least.
Yeah, I saw it too.
Yeah. Yeah. Hard to see it when you're sleeping, yeah.
Yeah, it was a last minute one. I tried to get up. Like I was up at 9:30. I'm like, hey, what's up? I fell back asleep. I'm like, okay.
Oh, Johnny Cage wants to know, can we have a were capybara?
We'll see. We'll see if
I want to wear sloth bear.
Dude, you have to make it like a really hot babe. Comes in, everybody's like, everybody's fighting. Comes in, everybody stops fighting. Wait, what the fuck's wrong? Then turns into a were capybara. Gets along with everybody.
Everybody's just like, oh yeah, let's just stop.
Well, why are we fighting? Let's stop fighting.
Let's see. Soul says he doesn't waste his time on vampires. Crispus has ever seen the werewolves of Being Human. They explore the horrible organ failure and muscle tearing that happens to lycanthropes during their transformations. Ouch. Oh, never heard of that one.
Yeah, no, I don't. It sounds familiar. I don't. Is that the one that has like different? Has a vampire roommate, werewolf roommate, and like a ghoul roommate or something like. There's a show that it sounds like, but yeah, I never seen or watched that one.
I don't know. Yeah, I never heard of that one.
Of course, the fact that like I have 3 kids and a wife, I don't get to watch what I want very often. So I have to be very selective and focused.
Uh, I will say what was it called? Dog Soldiers. That was a good one back in the day. I thought that I remember liking that one. You know, it's the more bestial werewolves and all, but it was still a cool movie.
Well, yeah, don't get me wrong. I mean, I like the different varieties of werewolves in media and movies and stuff like that. I just, for me, like I wanted a particular type and aesthetic, and that's again why I put out what I did.
And I remember when I was younger, I liked what was it called? Ginger Snaps. I think that was the movie.
I think there's a couple of them. There's a sequel or two. I remember. I've never actually seen them, but I've heard of them.
Yeah, I remember just kind of discovering the first one when it was. I think it was in a Blockbuster. Let's see. Mr. Fist says the Jiangxi stiff quarters they hop because rigor mortis is set in. Yeah, I remember it was the whole story behind the hopping was because like back in the day when the disease people were killed, like died, they put them on like the equivalent of kind of like a stretcher, and when they'd be moving along, the thing would bounce basically, so the body would kind of bounce, and that's why they hop, I think, or something like that. Let's see. Soul says, to me, it's on our to-do list. Didn't know on time there was a stream, but I'll show you watch the replay. Oh yeah, I'm not trying to be like, oh, you should have been there. So
Yeah, you just did it to me though.
well, you should have been there, Sam. No, I was just letting you know about it and all, because the fella, he was a pretty nice fella. I think I did all right solo hosting.
Yeah, you did.
I did all right. But let's see. Fist says, yeah, the British version of Being Human was great. He never saw the American version though. Huh. Okay, so there's multiple versions of it.
Yeah, they've been doing that a lot lately. Like every time there's a British show or French show, they do an American version. I just think it's weird when they do it from the British though.
It's been happening more often though lately.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. It's like it used to be like you would take like a show from here in Quebec, make it over there, right? Or from France. But the UK, it's English.
Yeah,
Why
I
are
was
you
going to say,
remaking
yeah, it is in English, so why are they
It's like going like, we're going to watch Doctor Who, but not yours. We're going to do our own version.
Well, it kills me too, because I mean, if they're speaking English and it's a British accent, typically don't they replace the actors with British accents anyway, or they're putting like they're constantly putting British actors into TV series, or
Yeah, but I think it has to do with context. Like it's like when you're doing like here, one of the things they did with The Simpsons, okay? Usually when you translate something, they translate the actual show exactly as is. But what they did here with The Simpsons is that when they did the translation in Quebec, that's why it's more popular than the French version. They actually adapted it to what's going on here. So they would change the context. Like instead of saying like that actor or something, they would use another actor here from Quebec. And they would change their little things like that. So, and I've noticed that that's what they would do, like Being Human type of thing. Those type of shows, they would just try to make it like it's in New York now.
It's something more relatable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that kind of makes sense. But I think there's like again in general though, there's a lot of like European interest shows that I think people get into that it wouldn't have to be done that way. But whatever, I'm not the showrunner, so
I don't know. The only thing I can think of off the top of my head that I want to watch that has a werewolf in it is What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh, that was.
I need to watch the show now.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
we're werewolves, not werewolves.
It's been a great
I don't know about the series. I haven't watched it because I'm having, but dude, the movie's awesome.
The movie's hilarious. The show, my wife and I think we like it better.
Oh yeah. Okay,
yeah.
I'll give it a
Oh,
look.
really?
It's so funny. Yeah, and I think like the characters that they like, because it's not the same group of characters. Though those characters do kind of make guest appearances. The new group of characters and bring a whole new dynamic, and it's hilarious. And there's a sassy female vampire that she just cracks me up.
Yeah, I do need to sit down one of these days and watch it. I might, because I can watch it now, because my brother has a couple of those streaming services, you know, over on and so mom's got it on her TV over there on her my other part of the duplex, and so one of these days I need to go over there and sit down and watch it.
Well, you get the login information.
Still, a same version of Doctor Who looks very weird in my head. Well, I can tell you that there'd be less running and more fighting. And it'd be badass. So,
the day later is with us. Hello. What's he saying? What are they all saying here? They're talking about the different versions. Oh no, Pale Rider's here.
and Chris,
Pale.
and Chris Fisk is saying, "I'd start watching Doctor Who again if Sim was Doctor Who."
I mean, it could happen, right? I mean,
we never know.
A new Who comes.
That after being a woman and a black woman, he's gonna be a French guy. That's gonna be the next scandal. Doctor Who, a French Canadian. Who?
Woodrow's with us as well. Hello, sir. All right. So, how many pages is this?
So this is a 24-page single issue, and then it's planned out to be. So this story arc is 4 issues long, but it's open to going on longer to be an ongoing series. Basically, I'm testing the waters as I'm continuing doing Nightwolf, because that's planned out as an ongoing. If this is popular enough, which I mean, so far it seems like it is, that it's going to be. It's like I said, this story arc ends at 4 issues, but will continue on.
Okay. And if somebody, how much is it just for the book?
So for the standard edition, well, you could for digital, you can get it for $5, as well as like all the digital add-ons and all that fun stuff. All right, rewards, and then for the standard edition of Mog's cover. You can get it for $15, and that includes all of the physical rewards, digital rewards, the digital copy of the book, and also it also includes free shipping in the United States, and then international is extra, but it's not like the full price. So that like the basically the part that's kind of cut off of the U.S. will be kind of sliced off of the international as well, so it's not like you're paying full international shipping. Which unfortunately I can't give free because apparently like right now with all the shipping costs going up as it is, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm in fulfillment right now, and prices went up.
Now if somebody were to want to get caught up with every all of it, how much would that cost?
So there's the standard version of that. It's been a while since I actually looked at that. I forget which tier that is. So you can get caught up on all of Nightwolf and then also get the Snowpaw issue. That is $65. You can get you'll get the soft cover volume 1 of Nightwolf that collects the first 4 issues, as well as issue 5, the standard cover by Carlos Herrera, and the Snowball issue 1 cover from Mog Park.
Okay.
And then we also have obviously I do variant covers with limited print runs. So if you wanted different cover art, I have a variety of those, and again they're at different print levels, so that's why the cost goes up on those. But then I also have the die cut hardcover, which I know you're a fan of. I also have that available in a Carlos Herrera tier where you can get a glow in the dark Nightwolf issue 5 along with this pretty die cut cover here.
Oh yeah, that was nice.
Let me full screen. Yeah, that's a cool one.
You can do this. So you can get that as well as the glow in the dark X-Men homage cover and for issue 5, and then you will get the Carlos Herrera version of the Snowball issue 1. I have a Chris Williams one as well. Chris Williams is one of my favorite variant cover artists that I work with often, and he also has his special pledge tier where you can get his version of the trade as well as his version of issue 5. So this is the trade. It's a virgin variant, and you also can get his Snowpaw and his issue 5 covers.
Okay.
And speaking of Chris's covers, another thing I have available, besides Mog's artwork, I have Chris's covers. The original artwork for that is in the add-on. So if you like werewolves and you like detailed drawings,
Look at that.
an awesome piece by Chris Williams.
Yeah, that's pretty cool looking. That's nice.
And it's on 11 by 17 Bristol board.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at these covers here. Okay.
So it's like doing peekaboo with crowdfunding comics is always fun. But you know, not only can you do peekaboo, but you can use it as your Halloween mask stencil. So you put your face and spray it.
Hey, that is a cool book though. That is, yeah. If people have the money and they're going to go for one of these, I advise going for that book. That is cool.
I mean, it came
nice
out
looking.
really. I mean, even as a fan of my of books in general, like these things came out so it's just so good. Like, and there's a vellum, like the werewolf. It's on a vellum print, which and it goes over top of the human. So it's a cool piece. I mean, it's got great pages in the book, gorgeous art. You know, just in general, it's a gorgeous piece.
Yeah, that did turn out really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was mine. My niece didn't get that one.
You're like, I'm gonna get the good one.
Yeah.
You're lucky you even get one.
Yeah, exactly. I'm paying for it, so I get first stamps. Marinus is with us. Hey, sir.
What's up?
So I'm setting the record straight that the morning roast emoji for me is the Easter Island head. Yep, that's right. Big nose.
It's on the nose.
Yeah, I have that nose. Let's see.
You also have that forehead. Just saying.
Kyle Roberts. We know him.
Yeah. So Kyle is a friend of mine. He's done stuff with Clay Adams, is another friend of mine, and they did the Electric Youth, and I had both of those issues when they were kickstarted, and they're also they're launching another one together, which is kind of like a Frankenstein meets Conan, and I'm really excited about that because like the art that I've seen that they shared is pretty awesome, so I can't wait to see that. But yeah, so one day like he and I were in one of our Facebook chats and with a bunch of our fellow creators, and somebody was saying something about doing werewolves art because it was around one of my last campaigns, and he just did a quick whip of a werewolf drawing, and I'm like, dude, do you want to do a cover? So that's how this piece came about.
Yeah, we had them on for Electric Youth. Yeah. On our evening roast.
Yeah, I'm
nice
also
guys.
doing a short story for Clay's horror anthology that he's launching tomorrow, I believe.
Oh, awesome.
So yeah.
Dang on. Everybody we get from Kickstarter on, you've involved yourself with them.
I mean, that's once you have a kind of a pack, right? You run with the pack.
That's true. Carlos Herrera. Oh, that looks pretty good too.
Carlos, what's that?
I was just gonna say, are you planning on going switching to in-demand store after your Kickstarter, or you're just gonna keep it on Kickstarter?
So I haven't really been able to get a lot of traction with Indiegogo. So I think I thought about doing a combined issue 5 of Nightwolf and Snowpaw, just because for being able to take the time to do it, it needs to be kind of worthwhile to because that's a lot of work running campaigns. So
that's why I'm asking if you were going to put in demand, because Kickstarter offers you the ability that when you're done with your campaign, switch it to in demand, so you don't have to do another campaign.
Yeah, well, that's what I did for the trade. I did the in demand, but still, I mean, you have to treat it like a campaign. I mean, it's still the same idea. It's you still have to promote it, you still have to push it for it to be worthwhile. Again,
Hmm.
Yeah.
and again,
Well,
my last one did decent, but that was also for the trade. And it's I think I will definitely do it for every trade I put out. Single issues is kind of it's like.
Yeah, one thing I've always noticed about you is you always find a way to get some good covers from good people.
I'm very picky about
Yeah.
my cover art, and I like to, so if anybody like who is able to draw a werewolf well, they're obviously on my radar. So, but in general, like I want to make sure that it's somebody who has a bit of a following too, and that I like, because if I'm following them and they're great artists, I definitely want to get them involved in, because that also leads to like future projects that we might be able to work together on. So it's a pick and choose kind of thing. Also, it's like being friends with somebody. It's a give and take. But I did want to have Carlos do, because he's my Nightwolf artist. So obviously, since he's been involved in the character designs and stuff, obviously
Mhm.
I have his. And Chris Williams, of course, same difference. He's been doing variant covers for me, for quite some time, and his werewolves are spot on. So
Yeah, as Sim would say, yeah, they're badass.
mm-hmm.
And so another one. So this cover is from Ludovic Sully. He's a French artist who is also the co-creator and artist of Tart. He works with Kevin Joseph, who's a friend of mine. He did a short 4-pager in my trade for Nightwolf. And so like I obviously, I love Tart. It's one of my favorite indie series. It's also published by Scout Comics. And I've been kind of, just following his art for a long time. And I was like, what, I have to get something like this. I thought was a perfect opportunity because his characters are strong female leads. And his art is so gorgeous and elegant that I had to get something from him involved in this.
Yeah, I do like all the different styles on display with these covers. You're offering a variety of options here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's nice to use it caters to, if you don't particularly like one cover, even if it caters to your taste, it gives them the options. Or if you're the collector, it gives you the ability to collect them all.
Yeah.
Yes, because some people are like, okay, I want to give him $50, so they're looking for that $50 worth.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody shops the same way.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, some people were like, hey, I want to help the campaign out more, so some people, and if it really, I don't, if people don't have the money to back, that's fine too, because, it's, you got to take care of yourself first. Right. If you're still interested in the book, I mean, there's the $5 level, which you can get, the digital, and you can still read it and enjoy it. Or, you could save it or wait till later and come back another time. It's like liking and sharing and commenting on posts is just as good to me as backing, helping spread the word.
This metal cover here. Look at those colors.
Oh yeah, printing on the metal is crazy and vibrant and reflective.
Looks like somebody tie-dyed it or something.
It's when the light hits it, it's ridiculous. It's just like woo.
So get the full werewolf experience with Snowpaw #1. I'm just reading Soul bitch. And Soul saying Sim, zing. But to be fair, though, when you say badass, it's often kind of accurate.
Well, that's what you were saying earlier, right? That's what you said.
Exactly.
There's the Carlos Herrera metal cover. That's cool. All right, let me see. Oh, Sim already read them. I'm already caught up.
Yep.
Don't have to worry about it. Instinctively went to the chat.
And I got your back.
Yeah, so you said you're planning on doing more issues for Snowpaw, yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
yes. You said 4. Aren't you
Yeah.
paying attention? You said 4, and you might have extra ones.
I'm trying to.
No, I'm sorry. I'm going to get you on that one.
I'm trying to juggle multiple things here. I forget things.
You're forgetful. I know.
Gosh dang it, Sim. I was going somewhere with that, and you just made me forget.
Because it was funny though, so it was totally worth it. So is the book ready? So as soon as the campaign closes, you're gonna be ready to go to print.
Yep, the campaign is 100% ready, or the book, I mean, is 100% print ready and ready to roll. Just waiting for those funds to come in so I could say print it now.
Oh, so you have like a blank sketch cover here?
Yeah, I do. So that one's also in the add-ons by itself if people are interested. So Mog's commissions are pretty much closed right now because she's got a lot of work going on.
Mhm.
But she's making exceptions to anybody who purchases a sketch cover. You could reach out to her about doing a commission for the covers.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. It seems like folks are being very, very generous. Ow. And it seems like folks really like working with you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very happy with, like, a lot of people have been very receptive and great to work with. I mean, it's amazing, like, being able to work with such great caliber artists and being able to put my story out there with their amazing art. It's an honor to work with all of them.
Here. Okay, I should have all of this. I think I just need Snowpaw. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a retail tier. So if like there's any retailers out there who wanted to kind of get introduced to my self-publishing, they'll be able to get multiple copies of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least the standards anyway.
Soul says to Sim, except for Vincent is the most bad. You're so mean.
Yeah, but he's just proving my point because he hates vampire and he keeps talking about Vincent. So obviously he's badass enough to leave a mark on him.
Oh, we got clothing. Yeah.
And I think that that's maybe bringing him out of his I hate vampire closet.
So if you want to let everyone know that you run with the pack,
oh yeah,
get the clothing.
Then so usually I offer like I usually for my campaigns I have the Lone Wolf Comics hat that I often wear, and this time around I did a beanie because the fact that it's a snowpaw, maybe kind of, and we're going into winter, it might be a good time to throw in the beanie cap.
Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. That way people can get it for the season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had to resist when I last seen Rob from getting one of these hoodies. I was like, no, you've already spent enough on at his stand.
Yeah, and as usual, I do have I have the mystery box that it'll have all of the variants for Snowpaw, as well as a mystery CGC. So this is a nice collector's box. So whenever somebody purchases one of these, it's not just going to get mailed in this. Everything will be bubble wrapped inside, and this itself will be bubble wrapped in another box so that it doesn't get dinged. And
nice.
As a collector piece, put it on the shelf one way or the other. And you could also, keep your either your issues that you get for protection in there, or you could just store random things in there.
Oh, cool!
So it's a cool.
Yeah, I like that you're bubble wrapping the box itself.
Oh yeah, I mean, because again,
nice
it's also, like I said, it's a nice printed out piece from the book. It's a nice collector's edition, and
you're going out of your way to print a box, so the collectors when they get them, it's fun to be able to keep them. That's why I told them.
Yeah, I mean, what's the point of having the box if you can't let them keep it and use it for whatever they want?
Because if you pay attention, a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's an amazing book, but I can't keep it. It got damaged." You're like,
yeah, and that's like I said, I try to make sure that it's secure in that way that when the postman decides to go.
Let's see. Oh, we got Hex Allen with us. Hey, Hex. Sib, did you hear Hex's rapping?
Nope.
Yeah, he did a stream the other night where every time he got a backer, he released a clip, like a bite of his rapping from the 90s. And I like the beats.
I freaking knew he looked like the guy from Run DMC. Everybody said he looked like Chappelle. I said, no, he looks like that guy from Run DMC.
If only it was in the morning time, Soul could have been there and clipped all those songs. And then I'd have been able to listen to them anytime. Let's see. Soul say to me, don't put them books in the surprise box or you'll forget to read them. I'll read them. Oh, Lord. Let's see. Now, there's the mask.
Yeah, so that's the new mask. We have the Nightwolf mask that we've had before, and which is this little deal right here.
Oh, yeah. This one has its fangs bared on the
Yeah,
new
so
one.
that one is the Snowpaw mask, and we thought it'd be a little funner to have this one being a little more fierce.
Mm.
Just to give it that, and it's not doing the same thing. You know what I mean? It's a different thing. But yeah, so that's doing a little bit more fun, and if you have to wear a mask, then that's a good. Also, fun things about these things is that it's a great Halloween costume for parents who are taking their kids out trick or treating, right?
Yeah. Be nice and quick and easy.
Exactly. I'm a werewolf.
Yeah. Yeah, I always all your covers always look so cool.
And talking about kids, those books are all ages or more mature?
I would say 10 and up. Unless some parents have asked me that question, and I'm like, hey, the most that's really in Nightwolf particularly is a little bit of gore, which it's not over the top like a lot of horror movies, but it's enough that the horror buffs can enjoy. Snowpaw is a little bit less gore, but it's more action. So I'd say it's mostly 10 plus, maybe if, to your discretion, maybe a little bit younger. But I think that just for the understanding and the theme and the enjoyment, that probably 10 plus would be a good range.
Okay.
So
And how many
nieces and nephews and kids?
How many pages do you think, when you add all the issues together, it would be?
Well, definitely. I mean, so there's 24 pages times. So, I mean, if we're just talking single issues, with Nightwolf, there's 152 pages in the trade for issue 1 through 4. And then but there's also extra contents. But I'd say 96 for just the 4 issues, add another 24 to that for issue 5, and another 25 for Snowpaw. So we're over in the 120, 30 area if you want to do math quick.
Them's a lot of pages.
Yeah, so there's lots of story content.
I see you got a lot of offer ability for the retailers here.
Yeah, I've noticed that retailers, when they're getting into campaigns, they want to be able to make it a little bit more custom and exclusive to them too, as much as others do. This is one thing that I'm playing with, is doing the 100 copies with their logo, their custom artwork for their shop to make it more worthwhile for them.
Okay. Yeah, anything to try to accommodate them there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! Drawing.
Yeah, if you want to be drawn into the books as a character, and there we have that offering as well, and you get all the swag and all the issues.
Oh wow!
So we're about to get a sugar rush soon.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that now. Come on. Don't. Gosh dang it.
Scrolling.
Hang on, Kickstarter, it's 500 tiers. Dang it. Where is it? Retailer starter. What's that? There's the mystery one.
Yeah, you're almost there.
Alpha member. Metal collections. What the hell? Did I pass it? No, oh, there it is. Oh wow, $999 or more. Woo!
Yeah, so what that again, that includes all of the issues of Nightwolf, all of this the variants of Snowpaw, the trades, all the swag, plus being becoming a character in the book, and it's not just a one-time deal. You're actually so this fellow, you'll see him more often within this, and he actually has made an appearance in the Nightwolf trade in issue 5 as well. So you get kind of a little bit more than the average drawn in.
Okay. Yeah, that is a big pile of stuff.
Yeah, shipping for that is not cheap.
I'm sure. They go on.
Yeah, and so this one, so this tier is a special one of a kind. You get the original painting for the cover that Mog did, and so when she was telling me about this and saying that she was offering it, because she's getting if this sells, she gets a cut of this too. So that's not just all going to me. She actually gets paid to let that cover go, and she will send it to you directly from her, and it won't even come here. But she used ground gemstones in these paints, for this. So
wow.
You can see that in the greens is jade, and there's amethyst and sapphire and other random gemstones that I was like, are you serious? I was like, I can't imagine how much those paints cost.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't even know you could do stuff like that.
I didn't either, but I guess she was saying how prior to modern times, that's how painters would just, to get the colors, would use that kind of stuff, anything that had those hues they would use to create the paint. And because gemstones, it's still gemstones, the vibrancy of the painting will last longer than generic oil painting, that over time will deteriorate.
Let's see. Let me check the chat here. Soul says he's gonna watch that Hex stream now. Good. You can hear the awesome Hex Allen rap god. Dragon Balls Media. Hello. They say, hey Chad, I see my favorite wolf pack arrived to raid the show.
How's it going?
Let's see. Boston is here. Hello, sir. He says Sugar Rush is after Chris had lunch at Taco Bell. Has to get to the bathroom. I've only ever been to Taco Bell twice, and I actually liked both times. I never had a bathroom problem. I went and got was it taquitos and maybe some quesadillas. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was pretty good.
Yeah, but you're still young. Just wait.
See, I don't have problems with Taco Bell either. I've been eating it since I was younger, and I still eat it now.
We're just made of tougher stuff, Rob. That's all it is.
Yeah, but most people that complain, they're always in their 40s, dude. It's and when you pass that 40, your digestive system is like that. Yeah, not anymore.
I'll let you know in a year then.
Everything starts falling apart.
Like I used to love eating spicy, but I can't eat it as much anymore.
That's why
Sim. I like a good spice.
That's why Sim's got his Depends.
My what?
Your Depends.
Is that some kind of diaper or something you're trying to?
Yeah. Yes.
No, I'm not that
adult
old.
Diapers.
I'm not that old.
Let's see. Johnny Kate says, speaking of wolves, how's Gretchen, Chris? Gretchen's fine. She's right here. I've still got her nice and safe between the box,
between his legs.
The pylon.
He's holding on tight for dear life.
Yeah, right here. Still got Gretchen. She's still doing fine.
And still and on theme for Halloween.
Yeah, I'll show everybody there. Katie's wonderful work.
Gorgeous.
She did so good. Just I'm not gonna show that too long. Dang it, Katie.
Chris Viz is like, my digestive went to hell decades ago. Now I'm a walking bioweapon facility after taco night.
And speaking of werewolf people, I would recommend anyone who has not gotten it to do go check out Grave Robbers with Big Dick Murphy.
The Werewolf Cowboy.
Yeah, this was a great read. I would recommend it to folks. That was great.
What? You read it already?
Yeah, I read another book this morning, or not this morning, but last night.
Just
Yeah,
not Lost Pages, right?
No. Yeah. Go keep going too.
Did you read Testament? Or it's
Testament?
there with Lost Pages?
I don't have Testament.
You don't?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be hard to read if you didn't have it.
Yeah. No, I read something else last night. Let's see. What was I looking at here? Gosh dang it. Soul saying Navasan in his headcanon, Chris only dines at Victorian restaurants. If only I could, Soul. If only I could, I would do it every day. But sadly, there is no such things in this area. Pale says he was drunk painting one night and he put the Domino's pizza crushed peppers in the paint so it would be hot. Okay.
Can you smell the pepper?
Let's see. Let me check. We'll check.
Like, the first painting that people look and are like, if you look very closely, you can feel the painting and you will cry.
So you can get the sketch cover for $10 as an add-on.
Yeah, so you can grab those sketch covers. There's 300 available now. You can grab that for $10. And like I said, Mog's commissions are closed except for doing those. So, and she does gorgeous cover art. She's done sketch covers at cons and stuff like that. She does some really great stuff. And if you actually get a chance on Sundays around 9 o'clock Eastern, she does a live drawing on. There's a Facebook group.
Oh, really?
Yeah, let me see if I can find it real quick.
I might have to get me a sketch cover so I can
It's
get
Artist Alley Shopping Network, AASN, on Facebook, and it's she does a live at 9 o'clock on Sundays, and you can watch her do some amazing art there.
Oh, awesome. I need to pay more attention to Facebook, I guess. Yeah, I might have to pick up one of these sketch covers, and maybe I'll get Katie to draw one. See if she'll do one for me.
There you go. Yeah, see, it doesn't just have to be Mug; it could be your favorite artist, and it makes it even more unique.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a good one. That hardcover's cool. Yeah, and then I got her that soft cover. Yeah, I got Trinity that one. Yeah.
And then I still have some of the some of the book plates from that campaign left. I think there's less than that now, but there was 80 when I put this up, and I believe they're half gone now.
Book plate.
Yeah, so that's signed by myself and Carlos Herrera. Matter of fact, I have a box of them sitting right here.
What's a book plate?
So what it is, it's basically a sticker that you put into the trade paperback, and it's signed by myself and Carlos Herrera, and it's individually numbered.
Oh, okay. Oh, that looks cool. Legos. Nice.
Yeah, those are fun. I usually do those for my Nightwolf campaigns. I actually have another one planned for issue 6 that I have been hanging on to that I can't wait to reveal.
All the apparel. Oh, original art.
Yeah, so what's fun about this piece here, this original art, there's 4 different ones with different phases of the moon. And, as they go, so we'll be releasing each one. I actually was thinking about just because all of them are so awesome, I want to get them up there and show them. So I might just be, instead of just waiting for each one to sell, I might just put them all up at once. But yeah, this is one of the 4, and so this is the crescent moon, and then I'll be putting more up of those pretty soon.
Oh, We were too slow to get you on here. Somebody's already bought the other one. Yeah, if you're a big fan of Mog, you've got a lot of opportunities here to get some original art. And then we got. Oh, okay. I know who this is now. I've seen her on Facebook. Yeah, I've seen her now. Gosh, and scroll. Dagon. Oh, what's this?
So this is
Crossover exclusive.
yes, so this is a friend of mine, Wes Hartman. He's also doing the issue 6 of his Savage Sasquatch. So Carlo, so he and I decided to do a crossover together, and we had Carlos Herrera do a Snowpaw verse Bigfoot.
Oh, neat.
So if you
Yeah,
back
yeah.
both campaigns at a digital level, you'll get the digital wallpaper version, and if you back both of us at a physical, you will get the actual physical of that.
You have to look that one up. I ain't heard of that one. Savage Sasquatch.
Oh yeah, it's a fun book. I mean, I have the first 5 issues. I can't wait till 6 comes in. It's so fun.
Okay, so I'll just I'll leave it on this. Join the wolf pack. Let's see. Check the chat here. Yeah, get it so Chris can keep pretending he's not shopping. I wasn't shopping. Gosh, people.
Somebody had to say it.
I mean, I am going to buy some stuff off of it, but I'm not shopping. I'm just letting everybody know what's there, giving them options. That's all. Oh my! But thanks for coming, Rob.
Well, thank you
Thank
for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's always good to have you join us, and I am looking forward to getting this one. And I just got to decide if I'm going to get one for me or both 2 for her, because I have a feeling she'll be like, "Oh, you got that, but you didn't get me one." Kids.
I know, right?
Yep.
They keep demanding.
They're so entitled.
My daughter, she's almost 4, and she has the worst case of the Galpin gimmies.
Yeah, I don't know if she's coming back this week or not. I think she might be coming back this week.
My girl still has my copy of To the Woods.
And wait, how many more days is left on this? Let me scroll.
So we are a little bit more than a week. So 9 days ago, we were done a week from Wednesday at 11:59 Eastern.
Okay.
For November
All
3rd.
right. So I got time then. If by the time she comes back, and then I can talk to her if she wants it. Yeah, see what she wants. All right, I got time to do my shopping later. Looking now and deciding later is still shopping. What?
That's more like window shopping, right?
I can't win with these people. All right. How long have we been on here? For about an hour?
Yep.
I don't know. What do you think, Sim?
It's time to say, don't forget to sub, like, and share, people.
And I got to get back to work.
500 gets you a chance to win original art. 1,000 gets, Chris in a red dress and running. Run, sugar, run. And don't forget to, check out this book. Follow the creator, because he has more than just one book. Retweet it. Don't forget to go check out my Patreon as well. Demona, the 2 first page of Demona are live.
All right. Do I got somebody for tomorrow? I'm pretty sure I have somebody set up for tomorrow for the evening roast. And on, let me see, Friday, we're going to have on Russ to join us, since we ain't got to speak to him in a bit. And we're going to have on KJ Murphy on the 1st. Yeah, I'm looking forward to talking with him. I'm going to try to get on Chubb. I'll reach out to Chubb. Make sure I'll know for sure I have somebody on. I gotta get Chubb back on. Talk with him about Merry Boys.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, thanks everybody for joining us. We're wrapping it up. Thanks again, Rob. Always good to have you. thanks, Soul, for doing what you do. And yeah, we'll see y'all in the next ones. Later.